Coming to you live from Pelicamp. Hello, everybody, and happy Friday. I'm riding in my RV, wherever I want to be. 'Cause I'm free in my RV. Yeah, I just realized that intro still has the Colorado at the beginning. I have to update that for the next live stream. And yeah, we're in Florida. Ely drove 5 days, pretty much non-stop, dusk till dawn, or dawn till dusk, right? How do you say it? So here we are. Thank you everybody for being here. 55 of you. Some people left. It said there were 80. Oh, no, that was at 126. Okay. Never mind. Ingrid says, Happy Friday. Any plans for the weekend? Well, the only plan really for the weekend is going to be drive home. So, yeah, we're here. We made it to our northern Florida retreat. And hello, Michelle K. Hello, Barton's RV in Uvalde. Camping, fishing, love every day. And Danny Harrell and Natalie Driscoll. And hello again, Brandon. Shirley from Alberta, Canada. And the Vinstar says, no surgery? Apparently not. The specialist that saw me in Las Vegas said, the bone is there. There's a crack in it. That's what I'm saying. I have no idea what the terminology is, but apparently we'll see somebody else when we get to Miami, and we'll see. Ely does need surgery on her thumb eventually, and as soon as possible, so she can heal. Hey, Barb from Ohio. I hope you're far away from that train that got derailed. Yvette Caraballo. I'm William Irizarry. And yeah. Cindy G, happy Friday. Glad you made it safely to Pelicamp. Yes, we did. It was 5 long days on the road. And we basically boondocked every night. We stayed at rest areas and welcome centers and one Walmart. So, yeah. Christopher Olson, did the trip home go well? Yes, went well, no incidents. And it's just a chore getting up and down, in and out of the truck. And everything is a chore when you only can use one leg, right? And yeah, never realized. Jeffrey DiBartolo, glad you and all are... You glad to be in Florida? Yes, I'm glad to be in Florida, our home state. Trailer Traveling. Hello, Traveling Robert, Elena Sanchez, and fellow Pelican heads from Ottawa, Canada. Robert, how are you and Ely healing? We're healing. I mean, in my case, let me do something here real quick because, oh man. Hold on. I just need to do something here in the computer. Yeah, that'll work. Ely's finger, whenever she tries to do something, it hurts and, it gets strained. It's strained, so, she has to go see a surgeon soon. And in 3 or 4 weeks, I have to see a specialist, see how the bone has healed, and hopefully I'll be out of the boot and into rehab. We'll see. Thank you, Garces on the road. Hope you guys are feeling better. Happy Friday to you. And oh man, this chat is going too fast. Let me restart here and go down to up. Jim in DC, welcome back to Florida. Your trip home video should be titled "Driving Miss Ely." Yeah, right. Johnny Kite Bartolo, welcome back to Florida. Thank you for that super chat. By the way, got my in-laws coming from Michigan as we speak. and they insisted on staying at in the camper in our driveway for the glamping experience. Here's some of my beer money. Thank you, brother. Talking about beer, we're having something relatively local. I mean, there's nothing local here, like truly local. There's nothing. Um, I mean, Tallahassee is a little over an hour. Gainesville is a little over an hour. But yeah, this one is from Gainesville. It's one of my favorite, actually, Florida beers. I have some High Alive there, for an emergency. But this Stump Knocker from Swamphead, I like it. It's not an APA, it's an APA, not an IPA. It's an American Pale Ale, but it's very tasty. It's like a West Coast IPA almost. I like it. So cheers, everybody. Hey, John Chalker from Waterbury, Connecticut. Hello, Traveling Robert. How are you feeling and how is your injury? Were you in a car accident? Your friend John Chalker. No, I was in a mountain accident. Not even a mountain, really. If you think about it, the Q Mountain in Quartzsite is more like a butte, like a hill. Shirley Frederickson, thank you for that super chat. Thank you so much. And Ray Casillas Adventures, thank you for that super chat. Thank you so much. William Irizarry, Robert, did you drive all the distance? No, Illy did. I'm not supposed to drive. I mean, I drove from Quartzsite to Lake Havasu and from Lake Havasu to Las Vegas, but I wasn't supposed to. It could have made it worse, but it had to be done. And it was a little sketchy getting out of Las Vegas, but very soon, Illy got the hang of it. And by the time we got to Kingman, I had to tell him, "Hey, slow down, you're going too fast." So the whole thing went well. It's she graduated. She could do a part time as a semi truck driver for sure. Young David, cheers, Robert, toasting you with a cheap Boatswain IPA from Trader Joe's this afternoon. Is it good? I mean, it doesn't have to be expensive to be good, right? And I just don't have any Trader Joe's close to home in Miami. I've been there once or twice. I like Trader Joe's. The only one that I don't like is Aldi. I don't like the fact that they make you put a quarter to get a car. Did they still do that? And then there are no aisles. You have to go like through or is that Trader Joe's, the one that you have to go through the whole supermarket? Like an IKEA. I like Publix. Good evening. 3 cheers for Illy getting you back to Florida. We knew she could do it. Yes, she did. Vagando everywhere por todos lados. Traveling Illy. Yeah, I should open a fake Instagram account or something for Illy. She did great. Glad you guys are home safe from Jay Gray. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, she did great. And we still have the hardest part of the trip is yet to come. I haven't told her that, but at least it'll be without towing. But the hardest part of the trip is the last 90 miles, and it's not 90 miles going to Cuba. No, it's 90 miles from Jupiter, Florida to Miami, Florida. It's less than 90. It's probably 70 or 80 miles. Well, you know what I mean. It gets progressively worse traffic-wise, and the lanes get narrower, and we'll see. Kevin Bentley, happy Friday from the home of the Super Bowl 57 champion Kansas City Chiefs. Congratulations. Yes, sir. That was a good game. And I'm not like a super football fan guy, but I like that game. Now your truth came out accidentally. What truth? What did I say? Hey, Alan Chitwood, thank you for that super chat. Is the new 1720 FB Flex the same non-slide size as the original Minitini? We have a new brewery just a mile from my place called Breathen Brewer. We're gonna have to stop by your place over there. Yeah, I wanted to go to California this winter, so maybe I'll make an extended summer trip on the way to Alaska and visit some other places. We'll see. I mean, I'm in many ways I'm kind of disappointed that this trip got cut short so early, but stuff happens, right? As the saying goes. 1720 is gonna be, it's like a foot longer than Minitini, than the original Mini, maybe 2 feet longer than the original Minitini. It's, I think the 1720 comes because it is 20 feet long, and it is the same width, 7 feet, and no slide, and it's basically inside is a mirror image. And I think certain things are kind of beta now that I'm starting to see pictures and stuff, but we're gonna make it work. I am really glad to be in a slideless trailer again, because let me tell you what. For example, we in Texas, the rest areas, yeah, there's plenty of rest areas, more than any other state. I think every 30 miles there's a rest area or a picnic area or somewhere where you can stop. But a lot of them are very narrow, the parking spaces. So we couldn't open the slide, and this trailer is, I mean, you could make it work, but it's almost unusable with the slide in. You can open the fridge all the way, and I'm looking forward to a trailer that is the same all the time. Mari Lindstrand, did Lily cut her finger with a knife? Yeah, a very sharp Japanese knife as she was helping me in the kitchen. We were making some picadillo for the potluck at the Q23 meetup. And hey, Stephen Lloyd. Hi, Robert and Lily. I'm so glad you made it safely to Pelicamp. Hope you both mend quickly. Thank you. Amen, brother. I really hope so too. And the Adventure Channel. Hello, Robert and Lily. So nice to hear you made it back to Florida. And the Lisa HS. Thank you so much for that super chat. Minnesota, thank you, living vicariously through your travels. Happy Friday, Friday, Friday. Everyone's down on Friday. El Mandalorian, welcome to Miami. Welcome to Miami. Bienvenido a Miami. Yeah, not quite there yet, but God willing, we'll be there tomorrow. Ingrid, the both of you have quite this RV story to tell after all these adventures. Certainly do, yes. And it's if we didn't have moments like this, we wouldn't have stories to tell. So there you go. Shirley Frederickson says, "Great job, Illy, making my first big trip in the van. October, 2,700 kilometers, I think." 2,700 kilometers. That's almost 2,000 miles, right? I don't know. It's 1.6 or something like that. Gonzo, hello, Robert. My first time here. Hello, everyone. Well, welcome, Gonzo. Welcome to our Friday ritual here. How much longer are you supposed to have the boot? They said the specialist, Dr. Meow, the specialist in Vegas said 6 to 8 weeks. I'm hoping for 6. Okay? Fingers crossed. I'm really hoping for 6 because it's not fun. Dusty Haskins, it could be worse. It could have been a cast. Happy Friday, Robert. Glad to see you made it back. It's days like today here in Minnesota that I miss when I lived down in Fort Lauderdale. Hey, don't worry. It is days in August where you might, want to be back in Minnesota. Is conquering Q Mountain a new bucket list hike? Well, I did conquer it, but then it conquered me. But I did get some great footage from top of the Q Mountain. Hey, Remin Pasión, happy Friday to you. Oh, to you, Lucky Dog Productions moderator. By the way, thank you, Lucky Dog Productions moderator, for moderating. And the RV DJ will be coming soon, I hear. I'm being reliably informed. Hey, Robert, from Christian McNeil. My 5-year-old Cooper wants you to come over for dinner here in Castaic. He said you had to go back to Miami. He said you had to go back to Miami. Castaic. Are you saying Castaic, California? I'll be back. My godmother lives in Santa Clarita, which is quite close. Cajuns across America, do you need a passport to travel to Alaska? I'm assuming you do since you're crossing into Canada together. I don't know if Canada you can do it with the. Don't quote me on that. If you might be able to do it with an enhanced ID, but I do have a passport, so that's what I'll be taking. That I travel with my passport most of the time, just in case. You never know. Like I was in Quartzsite, I was really hoping to go down into Algodones, just to not to get my teeth done, just to have some fajitas and whatnot, and then the Q Mountain happened. Roberta Wilkes, thank you for that super chat. Thank you so much. Yvette Caraballo, so how's everything looking at Pelicamp? Do you have someone to help you maintain it? I'd imagine it gets overgrown. How do you keep up with it? This time of the year it doesn't really get that overgrown. It's in the summer, you know. And what I do, you know, when every time I arrive here, you know, I come every couple of months. Every time I arrive here, sometimes the first thing I have to do is get out the lawnmower that actually Mr. CLT got me. Get out the lawnmower and just mow a little bit, like the main areas. But let's say it's not that bad. It's not that bad. The only thing we had, we must have had some strong winds here at some point, because a huge branch on one of the oak trees, and, you know, blew over. It fell. So we have more firewood now. Chris Di Gregorio. I always said Di Giorno for some reason. I can't read. Thank you for that super chat. Some things are a better memory than an experience. That much is certain. Why am I not seeing?
There was one before, Roberta.
I did, Roberta. Yeah. Why am I not seeing? Hold on. Wait a minute. Here we go. By the way, we are in air conditioner weather here in Florida. I just heard the compressor kick on, and Ili is laughing. Garces on the road. Robert, today is Andy's birthday from Totalmente Perdidos. I have to say happy birthday to Andy. You know, he texted me a couple of days ago, and we might be meeting up, doing a together video after I heal. We'll see. Yeah, Totalmente Perdidos. They're cool people.
Happy birthday.
Is Andy here?
No,
But hey, happy birthday, Andy, if you ever watch this. Adventures. Hi, Robert, my husband and I love watching your videos. So sorry to hear about your food. Hey. It was bound to happen. I'm glad it happened at the Q Mountain and not at a place like Yosemite Falls or Angel's Landing, you know, God forbid. So it everything happens for a reason, they say. Robert, which road did you take on the way back? Did you face any challenges? The only challenge Ely faced driving was there was high wind a couple of days, and there was one day that it was supposed to like rain for just a little bit and then not rain anymore, and it was one of those unpredictable days that it kind of rained on and off all day. It was like that annoying sprinkle, but yeah. What other? Was there any other challenge? Not really.
gas stations. Yeah.
Well, some gas stations getting in and out. You know, it's not being used to the size. You know, to having towing 5,000 pounds and the 23 feet of trailer behind you. You know, sometimes. But I mean, it was good for the most part. We took we from Vegas we went down to Kingman. We took I-40 all the way just past Amarillo. Then we took a U.S. route, I forget which one, all the way down to Dallas, the Dallas-Fort Worth area. From there we took I-20 east, and then there was bad weather coming, so I made I kind of made a beeline down to I-12 to Baton Rouge. In Baton Rouge we took I-12 east and then joined I-10, and that was the route. I wanted to go farther south because the farther south we went, the less chance of rain there was. So, antique tractor guy. Oh, do you have one of those old John Deeres, without computers or GPS? Glad you got back home safe. We are traveling through your videos this winter from Ontario, Canada. We have -14. Would love to host you if you come back to Ontario at some point, definitely. MT Mikey, good job, Ili. Glad you are almost home. It is chilly here in Wenden, east of the Q. Yeah, we would still be. Actually, today we would probably be doing the extraterrestrial highway had I not got injured. We were planning on spending Valentine's Day, by the way, in Vegas, and then continue exploring. By the way, unforgettable Valentine's Day driving in the rain. So, yeah, this one we won't forget. El Mandalorian, great time to compose music. That's what I'm going to do when I get home. I'm going to do more music and finish the videos from, what I did last summer? I still have like 6 or 7 videos from last summer that I haven't released. So, that's going to be what I'm editing next. Do you have your Alaska route planned out yet? Not really. I know I'm probably gonna enter through the highway that goes through Banff and Jasper. I'm gonna go up, take the Alcan up, and the Cassiar down, and in one of the two routes I'm gonna take the top of the world highway. I might do the Dempster. I might do the Dalton. But other than that, it's I haven't micromanaged that trip yet. Because our next trip was going to be Europe. Europe, we're going to have to save for another time. So, I-10 has some crazy weather near the Panhandle in summer. You know what happens to I-10? You always get those storms going west to east. Which, if you're going west, you punch through them real quick. But if you're going east, there's a good chance that the storm will go with you all the way from Louisiana to Florida and beyond. Ask me how I know. Young Dave, belated Q mountain tip. Always remember the first rule of mountain hiking. Getting to the top is optional. Making it back to the bottom is mandatory. Well, I made it halfway down to the bottom before. That gravel, man. Awesome job, Ili from Garces on the Road. You are a valiente champ. Yes, she is. And the RV DJ is here. I'm sorry, Sonia. I helped myself to a beer. I just walked behind the bar and. By the way, in real life, I've done that before too. Once we did it actually. Many years ago, many moons ago. So the bar is officially open. There you go. Jim Foster, congrats, Ili. Eliana says, sounds good. Like you did a great job. She did. And I'm trying to go here through the messages. Rec Rich, we're going up to Banff and Lake Louise late summer after all the families are on school schedule. Less crowded. I'm going to try to do early June, I suppose. I don't know how it's going to be snow-wise, but in order to get to... I mean, it's going to... I like seeing those mountains with a lot of snow. It's I think it's more attractive than seeing them in late summer when, there's just little patches up there, here and there. So I'm really looking forward to the trip, and I'm gonna start planning it already. Because of course I want to do Denali National Park, and if we can do like even Kodiak Island, and there's so much to see in Alaska. If we could take like not on this trip, but on a future trip, and I know it's crazy expensive. I want to take the Marine Highway, which is the one that it goes on a ferry because it goes to places like Sitka and Juneau, that you cannot drive to normally. So, Shirley Frederickson, thank you for that super chat. Cheers. Well, cheers to you. Now we have 425 miles to go, by the way. Remy Passion says, great job, Billy. And yeah, so does Angie Rainey. And Olga Hapitan, good evening from Miami. Good evening, Miami. You guys going back to Destiny again? The Destiny again? Well, when I heal, definitely I would love to go back to Destiny. We're probably gonna do it after Alaska. The last time we went in Destiny is June, and in June there's a lot of like plant life, like seaweeds. By the way, I meant to do this earlier. Oh, it's not doing it. What happened? Can you see me okay? Why am I getting... Well, I don't know what's going on here. There's something odd with my transmission. There's always something odd with my transmission here. I wanted to change cameras, but it doesn't let me do it. Oh, here we go. I just wanted to show you the outside camera. My next door neighbor, the vegetation that refuses to grow. That's what it looks like outside. It is starting to get dark, and it's cloudy here at Pelicamp. And I have a lot of firewood here. I need to borrow a wood splitter so I can, Jeanette Richety, I've never been out of the country besides the Caribbean and won a trip to Mallorca by being the 100th cut. Have you ever been there? No, but the Balearic Islands I hear are beautiful. So hope you have a great time. There's I hear it's beautiful out there. The Tony 5006, thank you for that super chat. Great to hear, Illy. Got you back to Pelicamp, Robert. Well done to Illy. From me, Sonia, I did too. I was thirsty. Tony. And by the way, I want to thank everybody. I mention everybody right now. I want to thank you, and this was the plan actually. We were gonna make it to Kingman. If that drive to Kingman was too challenging or whatever, or she decided that we didn't want to do it, the plan was to go back to Vegas and then call somebody. But fortunately, by the time we got to Kingman, we said, let's make it to Flagstaff. By the time we got to Flagstaff, let's make it to the Twin Arrows Casino. And by the time we got to the Twin Arrows Casino, where did we sleep that night? It was at it's a blur, I forget. El Mandalorian, cheers everybody in the name of Illy and for her excellent RV towing skills, cruising through bad windy weather. Yeah, it was 20 miles an hour at some point, so... Bucket list travels plan to go to Katy National Park and see brown bears during the salmon run. Yeah, I want to do that. Yes, absolutely. I definitely want to do that. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start now watching videos of all the other YouTubers who have done this before. Dookie Chips, are you going to be able to do Minitini Lounge with the bad foot? Yes, I'm just gonna do it sitting down. Instead of, I might have to use the pedal for the piano. I may have to learn how to do it with my left foot. But and Illy says thank you everyone. Everybody. So there you go. Jake Buenaventura. Hello, Jake. Lerma is so proud of Illy. Glad you both made it safe. Hope to meet you both again in the future. We certainly will. Thank you, Jake. And thank you for that super chat. Yeah. It's good to be back in Florida. It's so far away when you are 5 days away. When you see your progress on the map, and you've been on the road for 8 hours, and it's just like this tiny little progress. It's but it adds up. You're in trouble, Remin Passion. You're in trouble, Robert. After this trip, you might ride shotgun. Illy might want to drive back to the west or even farther north with a rig in tow. No, she's in trouble because now I know she can do it. So she's gonna have to help me, on those long haul drivings. We might be able to break that 450-mile barrier. The young RVers, did you get video of, or picture of Illy driving? No, I did, but it's not. It's for our eyes only. It's gonna be a deleted scene. When's the lounge? I don't have a date yet. It's gonna be maybe next Saturday, maybe the Saturday after that. We'll see. Masood Karim, Robert, eagerly waiting to watch the rest of your summer videos. I love when release a California video. Though I'm from Texas, California is one of the greatest states in the United States. Definitely, as far as natural beauty, probably in general, nothing beats California. Hello, everybody. Say hello to my mom. My mom was eating out, but she just got back home. Hi, greetings to everyone. I'm happy because Ili and my son are coming. I'm eating with friends from Oklahoma in La Carreta. Oh, you're still at La Carreta? We're gonna have some masitas de puerco with moros and yuca, and yeah, I'm hungry too. Ili and I are both hungry, and we are down to like ramen and sardines. So yeah, we managed to eat everything, so we don't have a whole lot of food to bring back home, and we might have to have some ramen and sardines, or go to Nowhere Grill, one of the two. Did you purchase a new seat cushion for that dinette? I did. I did a while back, but it doesn't make it really all that comfortable. In Minitini 4, what I'm gonna try to do is maybe do like a mattress topper and cut it to size and make it a little more comfortable because yeah, my gluteus maximus can get numb at sometimes. uh, 3 good months of healing by 4. You're a human again in my humble experience. 4 months. I hope to be out and about in 1. Maybe I have to wait more. I don't know. And but hopefully by the time the Alaska trip comes, I'm good. I know at some point soon I have to go pick up Minitini 4. From LB, what? Aloha, y'alls. Glad you made it back. I've been in your shoes before twice. We shipped our high-rise van to Hawaii and lived in it for a year. Cool. William Brody celebrating 16 months as the Chief Pelican Head. So happy you and Neely are getting better. The new music is awesome. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. Yeah. And by the way, new music is available now on Spotify and Apple Music, everywhere. And one of these days I'm going to get around to making a CD, but I have to figure out a way to ship it in a way that I don't have to ship it personally myself. So we'll see. Alt SCH. Last year we boondocked at the Ed in the parking lot of the Twin Arrows Casino. It took a while to get level, but it was quiet and the Wi-Fi was excellent by the gas station in front of the casino. Well, that's cool. And that was one of the places. Where did we overnight that first night? I can't remember. I'm gonna have to ask Google. Because how come I don't remember? Oh, that first night we boondocked at the New Mexico rest area. Beautiful rest area as you enter New Mexico. That was the first night. The second night we boondocked at the Amarillo Welcome Center, Amarillo, Texas. That was very nice too. The third night was a rest area on I-20 East, right? No, that was the Walmart Supercenter. And night number 4, That's when we boondocked at the Mississippi Welcome Center, which has signs all over the place that say no overnight parking, but they don't seem to enforce it, which I'm glad. Will P, thank you for the super chat. Roberto, hope you are having a speedy recovery. Love the new music too. Keep it going. Thank you so much, and thank you for the super chat. Hey, cross country RV Tech and Solar. Hey everyone, glad you made it back to Florida, Robert. We are heading there after next week's install in Palm Springs. Another cross country road trip back, and talking about cross country, I just realized, this new truck has already gone cross country twice. It has over 20,000 miles already. I have to, I'm gonna have to do some more stuff in the East Coast. As much as I love the West, and I'm kind of bummed out that I didn't get to do much. It doesn't really make sense to hightail it to the West again this year, but we'll see. Just me, Valerie. This is kind of surreal. I'm watching you here, but Carlos is watching one of your trips to Quartzsite. There you go. Jim Foster, where Sonia and I are off to Vermont in the morning. No trailer this time. Vermont. I want to go back to Vermont. Maybe this fall. We'll after the Hershey RV show and the Q21 and all that. We'll do some northeastern trips. Don Barrett Walsh just tried to super chat for the first time without success, but wanted to take this opportunity to give Illy a high five. High five, Illy! Awesome job. Vegas to Florida in a week. Dang, in 5 days. In 5 business days. Robert, ever hear of the Wave in Arizona? Yes, that place has been on the bucket list for a while. One of the most spectacular formations in the Southwest. A bucket list, if there ever was one. Yeah, did you watch Les Junk More Journey too? But yeah, I've had the Wave marked on my map for at least 6 or 7 years. Yeah, so eventually, I want to spend like 6 months in the West, and that's what I think I'm gonna do. The next time I go to the West, just stay out West. Maybe even fly back to Miami, spend a couple of days with mom and whatnot, and go back to the West. Lucky Dog Productions. Heard it was super hard to get reservations in to see the Wave. Many apply, only a few get in. Yeah, it's one of those things that you have to keep it insisting and insisting. Like when I was in in Yosemite, I applied for Half Dome. I couldn't do it. So it's one of those things. Hey, Dylan Reynolds is here. Hey, Dylan, how are you? Great recommendation for a campground near St. Albans, Vermont. Check out to Sonia. I will, and we're not gonna be there until fall. Let's face it, but be cool. We sold our cabin in Maryland after 18 years and have been living in an RV since 2018. Love it. If you get a chance, if you get near, if you get near DC again, you will have to come stay at Solomon's Island. I'll check it out. Lucy came in late. How is La Pierna doing? La Pierna is doing good. It's there, it's healing. I'm having the boot. I just take the boot, to take a shower. And, I wanted to heal properly, so I've been, taking it easy for the most part. It's not comfortable sitting here at the dinette. So what I do, I work for half an hour to an hour, and then I go back to the sofa back there and take a break. Head to North Shore of Minnesota. You can park in our driveway on your way. It is beautiful up here. Gooseberry Falls and Two Harbors. Love the videos. Thank you, Brandy Wempner. And we'll make it there. We'll make it there at some point. Dylan's doing good. Um, 602 watches. 608 actually. Nano Shringa. Hi Robert, greetings from the Netherlands. We're traveling in Oregon this summer. Maybe nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. I doubt I'm gonna be going to Oregon, but and Rafael Munoz. There's always something going on. Shooting in Mississippi, you know, the derailments of those trains, that's kind of crazy. Sorry I'm late. Hello, Robert, and happy Friday. By the way, Rafael, thank you for that super chat. And Robert, you need to win lottery to visit the wave. I tried my luck last winter but didn't win. We'll make it someday. You know, I should try like every year because one thing that this injury has taught me also is, you know, that time is not infinite, and I do need to do those things that I really want to do sooner than later. So, Bob Litch says, not seeing an IPA being enjoyed. Are you abstaining again? Are you kidding me? We're having some Stump Knocker American Pale Ale, an APA from. Can you tell it's really humid here in Florida? This can is like sweating like crazy. Lots of condensation. David 49. Hola Robert from Northern Virginia, 38 degrees here. Will you stay with Minitini or go with the Class C? Or I'm gonna do one more year of micro minis for sure. At least one more year. Gene Aragon, does RVing ever get old? It doesn't. Certain things do, and I'm not saying I'm gonna be RVing exclusively for the rest of my life. We might, you know, do Airbnbs or cruises or different things at some point. But I just love, you know, the concept of having my home with me all the time. Um, What state have you not spent a lot of time in? From Kenny Mueller. Delaware. And think about it. Rhode Island. I haven't spent any time in Hawaii. And Mississippi, I've done a couple things here and there. I'm trying to think of another one that I haven't. I'm sure there's one of those in the Northeast that I haven't really done much. Apparently, Virginia. I don't think I've done all that much in Virginia. So those are the ones. Denise Skies, thank you for that super chat. My husband, Traveling Bob, sends you a big halo from St. Augustine Beach. Nice area. We're glad you just got back to one of your homes. You inspired us to get back out on the road again after nearly 30 years. Thank you. No, you're very welcome, and thank you for being here, and I'm glad you're traveling. So I broke my foot in half a few years ago from LB Hopper, I don't know how to pronounce that. 2 months on crutches, driving with left foot. Don't rush it for sure. Yeah, I'm afraid to drive with the left foot, just because this boot is so bulky that yeah. Barb F. Barb, can you sing Happy Birthday to my niece Gloriana? She turns 4. Happy birthday, Gloriana. Happy birthday to you. Has Jem been behaving? You know, he wanted to fly. Gotta do a cruise meetup. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of cruising, to be honest about it. But especially if it is just one of those that goes to the Bahamas and back. But if we can get if I can get in a cruise that goes to like some unusual places. Uh, I could use the idea of getting pampered for a week and eating a lot, and we'll see. I'm tempted. I'm tempted of doing a cruise at some point soon. It will be an easy week here in and out. Ramin Passion, that brisket in Dallas looks yummy, Robert. Yeah, that's probably, I don't know if I want to say the best brisket I've ever had, because the one that I had at Joe's Barbecue in San Antonio with Jason, remember the pilot? That was really good too. But this one was quite amazing. Yeah. Robert, what's with all the IPA stuff? I'm still a Guinness guy. I don't mind a good Guinness served at the right temperature. But I discovered IPAs, so there you go. I was thinking of Lucy. I was thinking of covering a van. You mean converting a van into a camper? But I see you putting a trailer. I do have a pickup like yours. But what do you like about the trailer? But I like the originally. What I like about the main thing about having the trailer is you can drop it at a campground, and then you have a passenger vehicle that you can pretty much take anywhere. But if I could get like a small camper that could be almost like a daily driver, like a 21-foot long Class C, or a camper van that had large holding tanks. I don't know. I'm kind of curious to try that. When we did that in Finland, oh gosh, how long ago? 5 years ago. I really enjoyed having, not having to hitch and unhitch, just having one motorhome and being able to boondock pretty much everywhere. So at some point, I wanna try that. I'm gonna do one more year, at least one more year. I have a brand new truck. It wouldn't make any sense for me right now to get a Travado or an Echo or a View or something else. And so I'm gonna do at least one more year truck and camper, and try to use the truck for off-roading as much as possible, and taking the camper. So, Red Jaguar, how are you, brother? Glad to see you, Robert Colpitz. Glad to see you and Illy made it home just fine. Outstanding. We knew she could do it. Well done, Illy. Praying for a rapid recovery on your foot. Safe travels and a rapid recovery for her thumb, because at some point, as soon as we get back to Miami, we have to get that taken care of. Yep. So, Phil Berry, how's boondocking up the northeast coast? Many places to stay. I don't know. That's probably the least boondocking friendly part of the country. But if there's a will, there's a way, right? I'm sure you can always find something, and use one of the apps. RV Parky or Campendium, or the one that I use a lot, All Stays. I actually like RV Parky a lot. That's my favorite. Jared Quincy, thank you for that super chat. When are you heading to Alaska? Well, I want to be in Fairbanks in mid to late June for the Midnight Sun Festival. So I figure we have to be probably getting close to the border by the beginning of June. Willie Cordova, like the Chrysler Cordova with fine Corinthian leather. How did we order the stickers and a hoodie and a shirt? Can't wait to get them. Well, stickers, as soon as we get back to Miami, we're going to ship them. We have a few. And yeah, hope you like them. Darlene Barcelao, yes, I went out for Chinese food. It's freezing out there. Well, here it's not freezing, but there's no food delivery here in the boondocks where we are. So we either gonna have some. I know Ili is starving, and so am I. Yeah, she's giving me the face like, yeah, I'm starving too. So I'm sure at 7 p.m. sharp, I'm gonna end the live stream, and we're gonna either make whatever we have left here, which is not much, or go to Nowhere Grill, one of the two. We picked up a Lance for $13,000. That's a good deal. I mean, RVs have gotten crazy expensive. Have you seen prices? Even though they've gone down a little bit, still, Minitini I was like 16,000, brand new, and everything is in the 30s now. So. Masood Karim, Robert and Pelican heads by. I have to drive to Houston from San Antonio now. Have a safe trip to Miami. Well, that's a little bit of a drive. Pelicamp? Yeah, we're at Pelicamp, Darlene. Where it is a balmy 60 degrees outside. Jim in DC, teach Kate the pitbull to fetch some food. I haven't seen. Hold on, I have the phone here. I haven't seen Kate lately. I've seen her on the camera from time to time, but not in person. Dookie Chips, 24 degrees here. Hey, 24 degrees. We have some good harvest host in New England. Well, that would be a good way to do it, right? Maybe some lobster shack somewhere. Chris Roten, thank you for that super chat. Enjoy all your videos. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's Nowhere Grill time. Hey, Lucas here. Jim, sure you could get someone to bring you something from Nowhere Grill. By the way, they now have a campground. Well, they always had RV sites in the back, but I guess now they're open to the public. So, and they have a campground across the street. This neighborhood, it's changing. Robert, so Illy is now the new captain of Starship? Well, I'm the captain. She's number one. Are the average campers still neighbors? Yes, they are. Yeah, I spoke to them a couple of days ago, and I just texted him to tell him I was here, and yeah, they've always been very helpful. So it's good to have good neighbors like that. Jackie Trujillo, thanks for the Dallas, Texas video. I enjoy it. The cowboy hat looked good on you. Did you buy it? Just wondering. No, the one that I liked was $350, and later they told me, oh, this is a Stunson or whatever brand, is supposed to be really good. I might buy one eventually. And here we have our former neighbors, Apple and Rob, of the Captain's Hideaway, which is no longer a hideaway. Well, thank you. I'm healing. Thank you, Apple and Rob, and I'm healing quickly, hopefully. Did you know that Ricardo Montalban ad-libbed the term Corinthian leather? I didn't know that on the spot. It really wasn't that type of. Yeah, I'm sure it isn't. Like, isn't Corinth like a city in? It's in Greece, right? Hi, Robert. Wow, look at the travel map. Mexico soon. Well, Mexico was in the plans for this winter, but that also didn't happen. But yeah, this is the final map. Minitini III here isn't gonna travel anymore. I don't think. That's what I said last year. But yeah, we almost did Oklahoma on this trip. I mean, we just skirted the border when we were traveling from Amarillo. We never made it to Arkansas. We were very close to when we did the Piney Woods. And then these three had no chance this year. So, of course, Minitini IV is going to have a brand new map, because what's the fun in having a full map? And here we have Huang Hawaii Nyon 77. Thank you for giving one Traveling Robert membership. Yeah, that didn't come out well, right? That's so well. Oh, but it's getting hot in here. I don't know. I'm sweating. Traveling Merton and Sue. Sue and I are selling the house and going full time with our Class C. You are the one who inspired us to do so. Thanks for the inspiration. Hey, good luck. Good luck to you guys, and enjoy. Happy trails. Enjoy the road. And I'm running out of beer here. We may have to finish early. Adventure with Mark and Sonoko. Have you been to Iceland? We are planning our trip there for August. No, but it's on the list of the bucket for sure. William Brody sending you and Illy something good. Well, we're gonna be back hopefully tomorrow. So if you wanna send something, you know my PO box, right? So if not, it's somewhere in here. And PO box, but let me move it here. But Illy is going to go, and you will have to wear that hat and play a country song. I will. Country road, take me home to the place I belong. Are you gonna take the Flex to Alaska? Yes, I am. Paulo Delgado, hello everyone. Robert, Minitini III will be for sale. Probably it'll be for sale up there in Middlebury, Indiana. Look who's here. Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. I bought a Stetson 12 years ago when I went to Montana City, Stickers Ranch. Haven't worn it since. Oh, maybe it's not a good idea to buy me a Stetson. $350. I found one on Amazon cheaper. So it claims to be a Stetson too. So Juan on the 77. Hello, Robert. I'm back. Welcome back. Not to brag, but I have 3 Stetsons. There you go. I don't know anything about hats, so I guess it is supposed to be a good hat, right? Redneck Gypsy Adventures celebrating 11 months as a Chief Pelican hat. Glad y'all made it back to Florida. Get better soon. Thank you, and that's the plan, because I'm gonna be editing videos for a month. I'll probably have nothing to do other than edit videos and work ahead a little bit, and then we'll get back on the road probably in about a month. And my plan is to, if I can drive in about a month, go back to Middlebury, Indiana, and do the RV swap. Lee Green, Robert Morales, I keep getting a pop-up in the chat on my end, and here it tells me to accept this link in order to get a free membership like the one you just showed up on your feed. Is that a scam? No, that's a real thing. Yeah, in YouTube you can give away memberships, so that's not a scam. No. Rand's Custom Hatters in Billings, and on the way to Alaska, I'm gonna have to buy me one there. Yeah. Juan, your Starlink seems to be working pretty good. Yeah, for Pelicamp, it's pretty. I think I found the sweet spot, and if that is the sweet spot, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put a pole, like as tall as I can get it, so we get good signal here. Because I'm torn between just leaving Starlink here or canceling my ADSL service, which we'll see. El Mandalorian, it is the way, man. Need to buy that same hat Kevin Costner uses in Yellowstone. You know, I haven't watched Yellowstone yet, but when I get home, I might just pay the subscription and just watch it. You know, binge it. Come to Henry the Hatter in Detroit. Detroit, huh? We might do that. Lee Green, thanks guys for getting me. No, I'm still not going to press the link of that. Scares me, but it's good to know that it's not a scam. Yeah, I'm afraid. Sometimes YouTube sends me links like to help me with my channel, seminars, stuff like that, and I just don't click on it because I remember what happened to RV Debs, and I don't want for that to happen to me. Christopher, awesome. Thank you. Or I'm off to bed. Getting late here in Sweden. Well, good night, Christopher, and see you next Friday. Thank you for being here. Traveling Robert, maybe the country song you should be singing is On the Road Again. Yeah, maybe On the Road Again. Robert, what is your favorite part of Florida? That would be kind of like a kind of worms. I'm gonna go for a very large area, and I'm gonna say, well, not really, because I like. Just to be controversial, I'm gonna say the Panhandle. Although I do like the Keys, and hey Remy, how are you, brother? And where are we staying is here, William Oberlander. Can you help your son taking family leave because of your illness? Probably not. How do you know how to pronounce Juan Huang? Are you faking it? Yes, I'm totally faking it. I have no idea how to pronounce it. I kind of, however it sounds phonetically, that's what I do it. Please sing Wagon Wheel, maybe at the Minitini Lounge. Hi, Robert, we love you and your mom. Tell her we said hi. Love, Dwight and Jamie. In Long Beach, California. Yeah, I wanted to go to California this trip. And we did kind of skirt this little corner of California as we were going up to Las Vegas. We did go into California for like 20 minutes. It is so worth it. Yellowstone is great. So yeah, probably when I get home, we'll start watching Yellowstone, do something different. My favorite thing in Florida is Kennedy Space Center. I haven't been there since 1990 actually. So we're certainly overdue. They were still flying the space shuttle back then. So we're gonna start wrapping this up, everybody. And talking about Florida, there's so much to see in Florida. I actually like this area where Pelicamp is, and I like this northern area with all the springs there. The part that looks like Georgia, northern Florida kind of looks like Georgia a little bit, with all the Spanish moss on the oak trees and all that. It's very northern Florida is very southern. Shelly Hunt, if you have Peacock on TV, you can watch Yellowstone. None of the new seasons, but you can start at the beginning. I might do that. I just don't want to see commercials, so we'll see. Robert, you have to binge watch the Paramount 1883 series and then the 1923 series first before you watch the Yellowstone. Well, that's the prequel, right? And when I was in Butte, Montana, they were using Butte as a stand-in for not Billings. What's the other city? So I see an echo in your future, or perhaps a gecko. Yeah. I hope we can do another concert soon. Yeah, Dylan. I'm not gonna say next Saturday, but very soon I'll announce it. As soon as I get a little better, I'm gonna have to do it sitting down. But hey, I bet you can sing 1 margarita, 2 margarita, 3 margarita. Cruise-O-Matic. So I hear the CEO of YouTube is stepping down. Hope it don't affect. I doubt it. I mean, that lady has been with Google since the beginning. So we'll see. Well, I mean, I think YouTube is working rather well for Google. I don't think they're gonna make many changes. At least not in the immediate future. Looks like Georgia's on my mind. I love Georgia too. Jim in Ohio, not Jim in DC, Jim in Ohio. Traveling Robert, do you know the connection of Kennedy Space Center and my home area of Marion, Ohio? The rocket transporter was made in Marion, still in use today. The more you know, man. The more you know. Um, Robert, what's the link dish rack you have in the kitchen sink? I'll put it on the. I'll send it to you. We bought it on Amazon. So yeah. Jim in DC, I briefly saw the space shuttle one day all the way down in Lauderhill when I lived for a couple of years. Robert needs to rest. Do I look tired? It's just that I'm not wearing my glasses because lately I can't. I have to take off my glasses to be able to read. So Walt Palacios, happy President's Day weekend. Yes, absolutely. I mean, President's Day is one of those holidays that very few people get off, but yeah, it is President's Day weekend. I had forgot of all the things I've lost, right? It is my mind. Paulo Delgado, Robert, have you ever tried caipirinha? Yes. Sorry. Yes, I've had caipirinha with cachaça. Wonderful drink. As you know, I used to work for I worked for Discovery Latin America for many years, and Discovery Latin America had this tradition of doing potlucks from time to time, and we had a lot of Brazilian coworkers because Discovery Latin America, well, they have a channel in Portuguese for Brazil, and that potluck. I think it was more about drinks than food, to be honest about it. So the Cuban booth would do mojitos, the Mexican booth would do margaritas, and of course the Brazilian booth would do caipirinhas because that's what you do. Linda Swatling, thank you for that super chat. The Argentine booth would do faturas and alfajores. So that's one of the pleasures of getting older, progressive lenses. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get those soon. In any case, Alan Parr, Daytona 500 this weekend. Yeah, Nomadic Fanatic is there. Robert is in need of strong Cuban coffee. Well, I had one already. I'm immune to that stuff, let me tell you. All right, everybody, I'm going to start wrapping this one up. Let me get my guitar. You want to see me limp like a kangaroo? I'm going to get the guitar because, this is going to be the last live stream from the RV for at least a month, probably. So let's do it. I have a lot of obstacles. Yeah, I'm getting really good at limping on one leg. One leg up. The Redman R super chat. Thank you for that super chat. Happy 60th birthday to Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan is 60? Oh man, it makes me feel old. But in any case, I promise for the next live stream I want to tune this guitar to 440 cycles. There's a Trader Joe's on US 1 in Kendall, South Miami. That's too far away from home. If I have to drive more than 5 miles to the supermarket, I'm not doing it. Unless I'm here at Pelicamp, which I have no choice. I'm riding in my RV, wherever I want to be. 'Cause I'm free in my RV, yeah, I'm riding in my RV, wherever wherever I want to be. Yeah, 'cause I'm free in my RV. I'm riding. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you for choosing to spend an hour of your Friday evening, here, hanging out. Have a great weekend. Have a great President's Day weekend. And I'll see you next Friday. Same time at the Flagami Studio. 'Cause I'm free in my RV. Hey, Don Holloway, later Gator. I'm free. Thank you, everybody. Have a great evening. See you next Friday.